everyone, welcome to my channel. I am so excited for you to be here with me. We are currently living in the most exciting time on our planet. All 7.7 billion of us are collectively moving into a higher state of consciousness. We are all evolving. We are all becoming who we really are. We are moving from the old paradigm of control and fear and separation and duality into a higher state where we're living from our hearts. We are doing things that we love. We're being authentic to who we are. And although we're here together experiencing the same shift, we might be experiencing it in different ways. So I am so happy to be here and share with you all the things that have helped me and that are currently helping me grow. On this channel, we're going to be talking about spirituality, self-development, metaphysics, and natural healing. All topics that will help us evolve quicker and easier. I'm so excited you guys are here with me. I hope that you love the information I share with you, and I hope to bring you as much value as possible. With that out of the way, I want to get started on today's video, and that is on self-love. Now, self-love is so important because from a young age, we're taught the exact opposite. From our family to our parents to teachers to society was constantly teaching us how to be something else, was constantly teaching us what's wrong, what's right, what's accepted, what isn't accepted. We're molded into something that we're not. So as we get older, we forget who we really are. We forget why we're here. We forget our own value and our own worth. But that's all changing. We are here to love ourselves fully, to fully heal our emotions, to fully be who we are. We're here to do things that only make us happy and not to do things because we think we have to. I want to share some tips with you guys that have really helped me evolve my self-love. And when we evolve on the inside, when we learn more about us, our outside starts to reflect that, because our outside reality is just reflecting what we feel on the inside. So if we're filled with more love for ourselves, if we're filled with more joy and happiness and self-worth, we're going to attract more of that. The way that we love ourselves sets a standard for how other people will love us. What does self-love look like? Self-love looks like waking up every day and being happy, going to a job or having a business that is important to you, that makes a difference to you, that you are passionate about. Something where you're able to say, this is who I am, and I am no longer doing things that are not who I am. Self-love is having healthy relationships, surrounding ourselves with people who love us, encourage us, support us, and help us evolve. Self-love is coming home to ourselves, accepting ourselves for who we are, with all the things that we think we hate about ourselves, pushing all that to the side and saying, no, I'm enough. I'm enough just the way I am, and I'm perfect just the way I am, no matter what anyone tries to tell me, whether it's a person or society or social media. What does not loving yourself look like? Not loving ourselves looks like doing things that make us unhappy, saying yes when we really should be saying no. So not loving ourselves looks like going to a job that doesn't make us happy, that makes us actually miserable. Not loving ourselves looks like not seeing the point of life, not feeling worthy, allowing others to tell us what our self-worth is. We're not doing that anymore. We are expanding, we're loving ourselves, we're doing things that make us happy. Because the purpose of life is to be happy. It's to enjoy our time here. Obviously, we're always going to go through things in life that might bring us down, but all those experiences are just here to teach us something. The first one is protecting your energy. Now, how does protecting your energy help you love yourself? When you allow negative energy and low frequency vibrations around you, you become that, because we become what we surround ourselves with. Have you ever had a call from someone who called just to complain about how bad their day was going, or just talk about a horrible situation they're having and just dumps all the negativity on you? And by the time you hang up the phone, you're like, oh, I feel like crap now. Well, that's because you just absorbed all of their emotions and feelings. Now, not to say that it's not okay to discuss things that are happening and help people out in our lives. Of course, that's always amazing to be a help to others. But when we have relationships like friends or coworkers or anyone around us that is constantly giving us negativity, that actually helps us, that actually stops us from growing. It keeps us in a low energy state. We have to set healthy boundaries with people where they know that certain behavior isn't allowed. We can't accept others always bringing us down. We can't accept people telling us what to do and what not to do, or telling us what our self-worth is or isn't. We have to learn how to cut people out that aren't good for us, that aren't supporting us and supporting our dreams. Now, I think that our gut is a really, really good indicator of the people around us that are good for us and are not good for us. Protecting your energy also looks like protecting it from the media. Now, the news is always showing us crime. It's always showing us horrible things that are happening. That's made to keep us in a fear mind state. Social media is always making us compare ourselves. It's making us feel shame. It's making us say, wow, why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? What am I doing wrong? What's wrong with me? Why am I not enough? That protecting your energy is not allowing that into your mind in the first place. Now, yes, social media is fun and it has its place, but don't allow it to bring you down. Don't allow it to make you feel any negative emotions. Protecting our energy can also be protecting it from work. Do we have a job that's so stressful? Do we have a job that's constantly calling us when we're at home trying to spend time with our family or just being with ourselves? We have to set healthy boundaries of what is acceptable and what isn't. It'll make such a huge difference once you decide to cut things out that don't make you happy, that don't make you raise your vibration, things that aren't aligned with who you are. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is gratitude. I swear it's so simple and it's so life-changing. Why? Because the energy that we put out is energy we get back in. If we're being grateful for what we already have, the universe sees that as, wow, she's so grateful for this. Let me give her more of that. When we don't know what we're grateful for or if we have anything to be grateful about, it's really good to just sit down and make a list. Write down what you feel grateful for. Something that I do in the mornings is I wake up and I am grateful for being alive, for another day on Earth School. Like how freaking lucky are we to be here, to be alive? I am thankful for my health and for having a safe home. Those are such little things that we take for granted, but if we didn't have them, we would probably be really upset. So it's so important to be grateful for already having them. I love to sit down and make a list of the things I'm grateful for because it shows me that I already have so much. We have so much, but we're taught to constantly buy more things, do more things, bring this in, bring that in, when really, when we're living in the present moment, we see that everything around us, who we are, is good enough. I really like to be grateful for also the bad things that happen to us, which is sometimes hard to be grateful for the sucky things, but honestly, all the bad experiences they're really just the meaning that we give them. If something bad happens to us and we take it as a learning experience, we take something out of it, then is it really bad? Probably not as bad as we often make it seem to be. The third thing I really want to talk about is authenticity. Being authentic is so important. We are living in a place where we're constantly being thrown ideas at us of what we should be. We should look like this girl. We should look like this dude. We should be working this job because we have to do this and do that. And often we find ourselves not knowing who we really are. We find ourselves working jobs that aren't true to us. What does authenticity look like? Authenticity looks like being yourself all day long. Can you think about coming home from a long day and being so completely drained and tired of your energy that all you want to do is maybe put on Netflix or, scroll through your phone or just go to sleep? When we spend all day pretending to be something we're not, that is what really drains us. What is more exhausting than pretending to be something we're not? Gary Zukav, who is an amazing spiritual teacher, he has really great books and he has been on Oprah's show over 30 times. He says, when the personality comes fully to serve the energy of its soul, that is authentic empowerment. That is so amazing. What does that mean? So we're all born with these different personalities. We're all born with these different sense of humors, different ways of connecting to people, different ways of expressing ourselves. And that's for a reason. That's because we all have a specific purpose, a specific gift, and a specific way of bringing that to the world. When we align our personality the way we are with our true essence, our soul, we begin to align the reason why we're here. We begin to align with the reason why we're here. We begin to remember. We begin to realize, oh wow, I really like doing this, or I'm really good at that. There must be a reason why. There is. Through school and through society and parenting and all that crap, we honestly get our wings cut off. We get washed of our true selves. We become to go to school, get a job, and freaking die. Okay, that's basically what we're programmed to do. Nowhere in that are we told, follow your dreams, follow your passions. Nowhere along the way are we asked, hey, are you happy every day? Are you going to a job that's really making you happy? Is your business making you happy? Is it something that you think you were made to do? With the internet being our biggest asset, we now have a chance to look up as much information as we want to learn how to make a life out of what we're passionate about. We are no longer having to go to school, get a job, work every single day, something that we don't like just to pay the bills, and then die. We are now living in an age where we can do that if we have to, but we can also in the meantime learn how to make a life out of our passions. We can learn new skills. We can learn how to grow a business all online and for free. Everything is just right there at our fingertips, but we are so distracted by everything else that the media is throwing at us that we forget that the internet is our biggest asset. How does being authentic help us love ourselves? It helps us love ourselves more because we can wake up every day and do things that we're happy with. We can be true to who we are. We can express our true identity to this world because we are so worth it. Every single one of us is worth being ourselves. We don't have to pretend. We don't have to hide. We can bring our true nature, our true gifts into the world and help people because that's what we're here for. We're here to bring value to others. The last thing I really want to talk about is a morning routine. Now, how does a morning routine help us love ourselves? Usually when we wake up in the morning, we are scrolling through our media, we are looking at text messages, we're checking emails, we're already setting the tone. We're already setting the tone for, okay, well, I gotta get to work, I gotta get to this person, I gotta help this person. Or if we're looking at social media, we're comparing ourselves, we're like, oh, I don't freaking have this, I don't have that. No. We're not doing that anymore. We're not touching our phones in the morning. We're going to take that time to nourish ourselves because when we give that time to ourselves, we have so much more to give to others. We have so much more to give to our family, to our friends, to our jobs, our businesses. I love to wake up and meditate. Now, if you don't meditate, that's completely fine. You can take a moment to just breathe. You can take a moment to observe your thoughts. Even if you have only 5 minutes, it still makes a difference. I usually do between 15 and 20 minutes and I contemplate on how I'm feeling. I allow whatever energy I have from the night, from my dreams to kind of come up and I observe it. I like to really set intentions. Now, setting intentions is so important because you're setting the energy out into the universe of what you want to experience. When I wake up in the morning, I really like to set the energy to live the day from my heart. And that really helps me make choices that are coming from a loving state of mind instead of from my ego. Now, the ego does come out to play, obviously with everyone. But if I set an intention to live from my heart that day, it's easier for me to catch myself when I'm acting from a place of fear, from a place of ego. I want my meeting to go really well. I want this interview to go really well. I want to have a very connected date tonight. I really want to experience a deeper bond with my family when we meet for dinner tonight. It's anything you want to experience, set the intention and let it go. I hope you guys really like these tips. They have honestly transformed my life so much. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you do to love yourself more. Tell me what you do to make a difference with how you treat yourself. I really want us all to make sure that we are nourishing ourselves, loving ourselves, and we are setting the intention into the universe of what we want to experience. Because if we're constantly in a negative state of mind, the only thing that's going to come back to us is negativity. And we don't want that anymore. We're over it. We've had thousands of years of that. It's done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a like if you liked it. Please leave a nice comment and please subscribe for more videos. I will see you guys in the next one.